Across midfield.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 33.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Brendan McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going on the ground with Eckler. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Complete, Hunter Henry with the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 38-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing again. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
To Hunter Henry. Touchdown.
Hunter Henry. As the first half is winding down, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Pass intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And caught by Henry.
Herbert's pass.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
And brings
well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Eckler. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Number 30, Austin Eckler, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Vaughn Miller. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Complete.
Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Eckler, they run left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. And incompletion as a result.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now, the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
28-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain
offensively. That's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
7 at the 19-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter action in Denver. Hurts sets up to throw it. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
41-yard line.
Now it's Lindsey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, here's Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
The 5-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He gets it to Sims, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a 2-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
2 yards on the pick.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 14. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's 2nd down. This one is down he goes. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The Bronco field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down by Alex.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Third and long, it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's Eckler again, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw. This is the tight end, Fant. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And the Vikings opening up their lead. They've scored again. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. He'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For Cortland Sutton, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Today's final score.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along.